Welcome to Lasting Impressions with Lauren, the podcast where we explore the art of making a memorable impact in every encounter. I'm your host, Lauren Hanna, Director of First Impressions at Real News PR. Join me each week as we sit down with a diverse range of guests, from industry leaders to everyday influencers, to explore their insights, experiences, and strategies for making memorable impressions. So whether you're looking to enhance your professional presence, elevate your personal brand, or simply leave a positive impact on those around you, this is your go-to destination for all things impression management. Get ready to be inspired, informed, and empowered to make every interaction count. Welcome to the podcast where impressions aren't just made, they last. Hi everyone, welcome back to Lasting Impressions with Lauren. I am your host, Lauren Hanna, Director of First Impressions at Real News PR. Today, I am so excited to introduce you to Kristy Kerns. I met her at the studio. Shout out to Ray Trevino and the crew Truth for bringing Kristy into my life. Kristy, how are you today?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for that introduction.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Kristy, you have such an aura about you, and I've noticed it since the day I met you. Just so graceful and personable and so nice and kind. And so no, I mean it really. And so I'm so excited that you're here today.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So we're just gonna jump right in if that's okay with you. But I just wanted to kind of, start from the beginning. I know you spent a long time in healthcare, and that was your career for a while.
Yes.
So what initially inspired you to help people in that way, and how has that kind of led you to where you are today?
I've always been a helper, even as a little girl, with my babies, baby dolls. I always felt the nurturing need. I truly believe it was my calling. I wanted to be the difference in medicine. There was, very sterile. And I believe that the bedside manner that not only nurses, but doctors bring can empower people to want to heal and not empower them. So if you have the negativity versus the positive, then that will obviously help bring people through their healing journey.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And you've had quite the career journey since being in healthcare.
Yes.
So, from surgical nursing, and you co-owned an urgent care center, now to life coaching, public speaking, and now oil and gas.
Yes, been a journey.
Yeah, but what's been the most, I would say, surprising or rewarding part of that path for you?
I love that I can stay on the path of still helping people, whether it's in the medical field or whatever, even the oil and gas field. Being a woman in the, obviously man-dominated career, it's been very empowering to understand. I believe that a woman brings the femininity to a man's aspect, whether it's business or whatever. So that's been a true blessing. The journey, it's been a wild ride. I didn't know anything about oil and gas when I came into it, but I actually love it. I mean, even this week just started, we started drilling and we hit oil, and it was so cool, just the energy and the empowerment, like how something that is created in the ground, it can be brought up to help, people get around, to, put income and financial support on everybody. It's just been such an amazing journey. So with all my little avenues, basically, I'm still helping people, and that's been empowering to me.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. No matter where life takes you, that's something that will stay true to you.
It's my purpose, for sure. Yes.
That's beautiful. I think that finding your purpose is something that's super important, and I love that that's something that you've stayed true to throughout, all of your different roles and different organizations and doing all the different things. That you have that anchor.
I do. And I wish that, so many other people, not only women, but men, can find their purpose. And that would be, I try to pivot that too, kind of with the oil and gas, is helping people find their purpose. Because if you could really tap into that purpose, then your life will be so abundant and prosperous in so many ways.
Yeah.
And I just wish I could just, take everybody's hand and let's find your purpose.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Absolutely. I feel like a lot of people need that in your life. So anyone that's working with Kristy is lucky.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So do you think that any aspect of, your work in healthcare, or even, co-owning, being an entrepreneur, shaped the way that you approached life coaching when that was a big focus for you?
It was the life coaching. I basically did it. I worked in plastic surgery. So it was interesting dynamic to me that people would pay absurd amount of money to fix themselves on the outside, but never want to fix themselves on the inside. And so you can be this most beautiful avatar, but if you don't love yourself, then what's the purpose of doing that? And so seeing so many people come back and want to fine tune this, and it's not perfect enough. So I tapped into that aspect with the nursing and recovery, and thought this needs to be addressed. How I found into life coaching was just miraculous. I actually became a client with the lady that trained me, and what she did with me, with helping me heal childhood traumas and stuff like that we don't understand that we carry to make your life, bigger. I was like, I want to do this. I feel that that's my calling. And so obviously training with her, I did 5 years of not only self-help for myself, but learning from her. And I just saw the difference. And I love who I was back then, but I'm not there anymore. It's a little, preview, but I love how she just opened the floodgates of who Kristy is. And that's what made me want to go get master certified and spread this.
Yeah. Yeah. So in life coaching and, being able to help people shift their mindset, master their life, has now led to public speaking.
It has.
And so what are some of your, favorite memories and like things that you took away from maybe one of your public speaking engagements?
Gosh, there's so many. I'm not there. I think just the impact that people come up and speak after. There's one key word that somebody said, or I touched something to them, and that changed their life. And that's really what it's about. It's not even the key, the speaking on stage part, but even business networking events. I always have people that, wow, thank you, I needed to hear that, or interesting you said that. So it's constantly, I'm speaking even though I'm not on stage, and I love the flow of that. Yeah. So for every day, all day long, whenever I'm in contact with people say something and thank me for that, because they would have never have even imagined that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that definitely goes into, what the show's about, lasting impressions, right? Yes. You said something that really they took with them and they were like, this is changing things for me.
Yeah.
And that's have to be like an amazing feeling.
It is, without me, so you never know that what the person is facing. I've had people tell me that they were going to actually kill themselves that day. Wow. And I said something to them, and here they still are alive. So you just never know. And I truly, what if that is that person, that person wants to hurt themselves or whatever? How can I leave them better than they came? And that's what I try to flow with. Not perfect, but I do flow with that.
Yeah, of course. And I think the fact of just not being perfect and being upfront about that and being like, we're all learning together, that makes people feel comfortable to open up to you about that. And that's a superpower, I think. I
think it is. I embrace that superpower. Sometimes it's a lot being an empath, taking people's stuff on, but that's my gift. And I know how to ground myself again and come back to it. But I definitely, I was telling you, obviously, before the show, my business partner, he calls me gravity. And I see it now. It's interesting that the gravity, that I just attract the gravitiness, and people leave amazing. And hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're bringing your amazingness to Pecos Country Operating. So excited for you. So what would you say is working with a brand? I know, you've had your personal brand for a long time, but working with a company and professional brand, what would you say is something that, in your role of business development, that maybe like a secret sauce or something that making sure people remember and connect with Pecos and oil and gas?
My whole mission when I came on as a business partner with Pecos is, I don't have family. I know that Ray, my business partner, has family, and it's his family business. And my whole thing is we are leaving a legacy for not only you, but for your son and for your family. And if I'm coming into this, I have to pour unconditional love into this and understand and put myself in a family dynamic. So I'm leaving a legacy for myself as well. I may not have children or whatever, and that's okay, but it's a legacy that Kristy is leaving. So that's been my, I would say my special sauce is every day I'm representing not only myself, but everybody else. And that has been empowering, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. I can definitely see how, taking on, especially a family company. I mean, it already stands for so much already.
Oh yeah, they're so amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm so honored. And I mean, hey, I'm the walking avatar for them, and I cannot mess that up. That's a whole family.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful, and I can see why they trust you with that. I think you're gonna do great things, and I know that you and Ray have such a bond and professional connection, and work really well together. I mean, like, I can only see great things for you guys ahead. So I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. And also, I guess, switching gears a little bit for community service. So you're involved with Discovering Power and Purpose?
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the organization.
That's an amazing journey, actually. So the lady, her name is Dr. Nacy. She was the life coach. She obviously had a client, Alita, and we all did this brainstorming. She wanted to create a safe place for people to go, because you can go for drug rehab into a facility. They just basically smother it over with medications. Her son actually tried to kill himself. And so she took him to the hospital. Obviously, they did what they needed to do in the same thing, 3 days, the proper protocol, and then, go get help. So we created this facility where we bought land, and where kids, adults, whatever, can come stay, whether it's a weekend, a week, or whatever, at no cost to them. That's what we're raising capital for that. But there's basically animals. You can have somebody do gardening, the person take on the responsibility of cooking. So you're there with support system, and you're getting the coaching training as well. But it's kind of like you don't know, because when you're doing things your brain takes on more. It's like listening to music when you're reading.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously teaching and classes and stuff like that. So that's been the beauty of this journey. We got land finally, and it's starting to take off, which is empowering. Yeah. We did our first session was power of your purpose last weekend. Yes. So.
Wow, that's awesome. And what drove you, I guess, to want to be a part of that and want to invest your time?
I actually held a little deal where I lived, basically to spread the word. And Dr. Nacy and Alita approached me just with my connection network, and just asked me if I would like to be on the team for that. And I've said, of course, So yeah. So that, just to see it grow has been amazing.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And then I guess to switch gears again, to talk about first impressions. So can you share a time, whether it was, within the community service or, maybe in oil and gas life coaching, speaking, can you share a time when a first impression, whether it was an impression you wanted to give or someone gave to you, that was super important for you, and then what did you take away from that?
That's a good question. I never really paid attention. I truly believe that I bring my first impression on point. I always say a little prayer, let me be what I need to be when I come into even, this podcasting, just let it flow naturally. Yeah. I always take people's impressions, and I want to go with the positive because that's where I choose. But it's a lesson that I need to learn. So there's not one particular impression, but first impressions are everything.
They are everything.
You don't get those back.
Exactly.
So be the best version of yourself that you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's even with dating, you had that first impression, anything.
100%. Yeah. And like you said, you never get it back. And it's easy to, either be maybe turned away from it, or, maybe you feel like you messed up and you're like, oh no, like you never get that opportunity
back.
You
never do. So yeah, I mean, the only thing that I would say, like I said, is just, really tap into whatever spirituality, God, where you, you believe in, and just what am I supposed to bring to this?
Yeah.
Without receiving. If you're always giving love and light, then you will give that, and you don't have to worry about receiving.
Yeah.
And that can be your lasting impression.
Absolutely. I love that. And I feel like a big part of impressions, first impressions, lasting impressions, is confidence. And you gave tips on your blog recently for tips from a life coach. And so a few that resonated with me were, practicing the positive self-talk. So, feeding into yourself so that you can give love and light.
Yes.
Also, embracing your authenticity, which is, what we were talking about a little bit before the show of just like living in your purpose and making sure that you are, spiritually, like you said, spiritually, religiously doing what feeds your soul, and that will relate to other people.
It'll flow. If you tap into that, everything will flow the way it's supposed to.
Absolutely. And then, of course, I was interested by this too, discovering your color palette. And because that's something I've always wanted to do. I know I'm wearing all black, but
I love black.
Yeah, black is great. But yeah, that was something because I was super intrigued by that. But that's kind of like, of course, your energy and what you bring to the table on the inside goes a lot into a first impression, but then also how you present yourself as well. So is that something that like you had to learn, or like was that just something that came natural?
I had to learn it because I'm all black girl. I mean, this what I'm wearing today, I would never do.
It's gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you. But
You're
it's
welcome.
not, it's like I have to tap into the feminine of myself.
Yeah.
And like I said, you look at my closet, it's black, 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 black. And I love it and I still wear it. But then understanding, okay, love and light, and I feel like the lighter color. So it was just me learning who I am and seeing I'm switching the dynamics. What I attract with this and what I attract with that.
Okay.
And it's been interesting to see.
Has it?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Do you feel like maybe because like black might be like a comfort zone for you? I know it is for me.
No, I think black isn't a comfort. Black is very confident.
Okay.
Black is like, I don't care what you think. I'm here to do business and let's get this done.
Okay.
That's what it reads to me.
Okay.
Where obviously sundresses and lighter colors is I'm open to receive. I'm here to give. I'm here to, that's just my vibe that I've been going with, and I don't understand why, but I'm just trusting it.
Hey, I love it. I love it. And being able to pivot and kind of know what works for you and, what's relaying to other people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's super important, especially, whether it's business or if you're just trying to connect with somebody.
Exactly.
You know? So let's see. What's a piece of advice? Because I know mentorship is something that, you're passionate about, and you had a mentor, and, being able to pour into other people. So what's a piece of advice you could give someone who's thinking about making a big career shift or juggling multiple roles, or just kind of like here and, trying to live their purpose, but like being pulled in so many directions?
Definitely, if you can, get a mentor for sure. If not, you are who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
So if you want to change your career, get around the people that you're interested in. Get around mindset people, do dinners, ask to be, can I go and pick your brain? Most people want to help people. So that is where I have seen growth tremendously in myself. I'm not scared to ask. I want to learn, and I'm asking, and there's no dumb questions.
Yeah. And was that something that you kind of had to maybe talk yourself into or talk yourself through? Is like, were you ever maybe apprehensive at some point to reach out and pick someone's brain?
Of course. I mean, I was shy. I would never be on. I was the shy girl.
Yeah.
Even you would never know this. I mean, I did things to make myself break out of my shell. But if you don't ask, then how are you going to learn?
Right.
And so it's just been like asking, and I don't know anything about it. When I first started oil and gas, I know nothing about this, but I'm going to learn.
Yeah. And
that's what I do. I just learn, and ask.
Absolutely.
And you have to, if you want to, we're the only ones holding ourselves back.
Right.
So you have to take the first step.
Absolutely. Yes. We were talking about that before the show as well. Just putting yourself out there. Yeah. Because what's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah. It's going to lead you somewhere, maybe where you didn't expect, but it'll lead you somewhere.
Yeah.
And, so many people are behind their screens this day and age and not, connecting. And, we were made to connect. And so you have to go connect with people, and you never know. I mean, I would never be here with you if it wasn't for, first of all, me meeting Jeff at a mentorship, and then Ray finding me on LinkedIn through his, a video. And then now here I am, business partner, and having this amazing interview with you. Yes. I've always loved you since I met you. So
Thank you. Feeling is definitely mutual.
Yes.
Mutual for sure. I remember the first time Ray brought you in, I was like, I want to get to know her.
Yeah.
You
Something about you too. So
oh, thank you.
just embrace it. That's the thing. Embrace it.
Yeah.
Your soul's telling you it for some reason.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Well, shout out to Ray and Jeff.
Yes.
If you're watching, thank you so much. So I guess, is there anything coming up? I know you just, got into oil and gas and everything. Is there any like upcoming events or anything that you
have a lot going on?
Shout out to, yeah.
We're actually, Ray and I are sponsoring a cigar networking event on August 8th locally. That was fun. We went last year, so we decided to sponsor that.
Yeah.
It's a great turnout, and I love a good cigar, so why not? Whiskey
I love
and cigar, that. And I think Cuban attire you dress or something. But
that's fun.
That's fun. And then I'm speaking in Idaho at a big, it's for arts, which is interesting because the art category has gone away. And then Costa Rica, there's going to be a big couples retreat that I'm getting to go to and enjoy. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. And so you're speaking at the
Costa Rica, the Costa Rica one as well. Yes,
awesome.
But I get to enjoy beautiful Costa Rica.
I was about to say, are you going to make any time for fun?
I'm actually going to even though I'm speaking, I'm still going to tap into all because it's like-minded people and they're having the sound bowl healing and everything like that. So I'm going to actually partake in the activities there that they're hosting. So
that's awesome. Yeah. That'll be so great. What a beautiful place to connect and to learn and to share all of your wisdom.
Yeah,
that's going to be
excited.
Amazing.
I'm excited to learn too. I can give love and light, but I'm excited to learn from everybody else.
Absolutely. Well, Kristy, tell our audience where they can find you, your website, your Instagram, all the good things.
My Instagram is Abundance with Kristy.
Okay.
And my website is masteringyourlifewithkristy.com.
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, please go check out Kristy. She has so much to offer. And I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and the podcast. And I've absolutely loved our conversation before the show, during the show, all of it. I can't wait to continue this relationship with you.
Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.